Previously on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice!
Now, she's missing.
Alice?
She's not just missing, the
Alice?
fucking building she was in is missing.
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at. But the cabin had disappeared.
Yeah. Honey, I'm home.
Honey, I'm home.
Haha,
Called it.
How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Now I should make good use of my newly found psychic powers. I can see the future. This is where we keep the coffee, right? In the medicine cabinet? No? Can I interact with anything anywhere else in the house than the coffee machine? Oh, I can turn the radio off maybe, so it can stop making that stupid noise.
The continuing freezing rain and heavy snowfall have necessitated a winter storm warning in the entire tri-state area. People are advised to stay indoors as many roadways are already closed, and city officials are not expecting snow crews to keep up with the weather. We're now on the third day of the blizzard, and the weather is not expected to clear up anytime soon.
That's comfy. That's nice. I like that. I could just sit and watch that. I'm not going to, because it would make for quite an annoying video. What's this? Where's he got golden guns? Huh.
It's
Got
true
two of
what
them.
they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake.
Alan Wake.
Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me. This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now. My wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Now this is literally Max Payne, which I think was before Alan Wake. Everyone's influenced by everyone else, aren't they?
Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
There's a thermos. Oh dear. What's in there? Monsters. Can I examine the books? I cannot. I like these bits where there's no fighting. Really atmospheric.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Now what do I do? Another door full of monsters.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly. These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan! Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
Oh, that one I couldn't find. It's got a little symbol down at the bottom. Find this page in Nightmare difficulty mode. That's alright then. That means I didn't miss anything.
I really don't like this, Alan. Please hurry.
I'm doing it.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay.
She calmed down very quickly. I've got the flashlight, but I'm not where she is. Shouldn't she still be worried?
Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
A lawyer would have been more useful then. See, that's comfy. Really relaxing.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
Pretty good.
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Super. Row, row, row your boat. That's an odd thing to hum. Meeting room? Yep.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine. I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark. I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
I wondered who was talking. What am I reading? Alright. Richard Bow, Bruce Dansky, Jacob Miller, all missing. On a camping trip, overdue, haven't been in contact. If you've seen them or know their whereabouts, please call 555-9932. Thank you. I'll be sure to do that. Missing. Have you seen this man? Disappeared on 6/20/07. So 20th of June. Americans put the date the other way around for some reason. Identifying features, knack for winning contests. Missing. Cat. That's not important, no? Alright. That's the sheriff's office, so that's where I'm meant to go. That's a fuse box, so I'm meant to leave that alone. That's a door I'm not allowed to open.
The sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
Yeah,
That was
I did
Cynthia
gather
Weaver.
that.
I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town, refuses to step on shadows, things like that. Back in her day, she wrote about all sorts of weird things in the paper. Bright Falls has a colorful history. Of course, what small town hasn't?
So, let me get this straight. This mad woman thinks it's very important to stay in the light.
The sheriff wants to see you in her office, Mr. Wake.
Shut up. And she has a fear of shadows. Bearing in mind the dreams I've been having, she might be worth talking to. Don't you think? What's this?
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the parade float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
Wait. The garage was all fucked up. How much of that I saw was a dream then? Did I actually kill him?
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
So that's the same woman that gave us the key to the cabin
Alice
that
looked through
isn't
the
there,
viewfinder.
isn't it? I see.
Sheriff Breaker is waiting for you down the corridor in her office.
That's great, but I've got a head injury, so I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. This is like free reign to act bizarrely.
Alice was missing. I needed help to find her. I wasn't ready to leave.
Oh my god. These doors are worse than the ones in armor. I'm having real trouble getting through them here.
You should go see the
Yeah,
sheriff now, Mr.
fine,
Wake. She's in her
fine,
office.
fine. I'll go.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Super, thanks.
Your phone, Mr.
How
Wake?
old is that? It does look like a touchscreen, and this game was from 2012, so that's quite a modern phone.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking
talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
Interesting.
I need some fresh air. Can I go out? In the back, maybe?
Of course, Mr. Wake. I understand. You can get there through the cells. Deputy Grant can show you the way.
I'm sorry. All of this, it's just a lot to take in.
Take your time, Mr. Wake. I understand. Can I ask you what the call was about, Mr. Wake?
It's personal.
Well, we are looking for your wife, and I'm going to need your cooperation if I'm going to help you.
I need a moment, after I get some fresh air.
Okay. You can find me here. We'll talk when you feel up to it.
That camera blur when you first move the camera is really good. I like that. Sort of trippy. It's not normal motion blur.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he'd quit drinking for good.
Oh, no such luck. He went on a bender and beat Danny pretty badly. He started shouting like that the moment he woke up.
The goddamn shadows in here.
You can get to the back lot through that door and down the corridor, Mr. Wake.
Hey, can you turn the lights on? The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here.
Ah. So that's another crazy person who wants it light. I'm seeing a pattern here.
Hey you! Can you help me? Can you turn the lights on?
I don't think I can, mate.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
See?
Hey, please help me, man.
Maybe I can. I can.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different. You know, I shouldn't even be in here. The cops, they got it all wrong. See, sure, I beat him up, but I wasn't drunk. I mean, I wasn't drunk at the time. I only got drunk afterward. Okay, listen. You gotta listen carefully now. Here's the kicker. That wasn't Danny. No, sir. It only looked like him. You wanna know who it really was? I'll tell you who it really was. It was a goddamn space alien!
Okay, great,
I know it
thanks.
sounds like something a drunk would say, but believe me, I wasn't drunk then.
Tempted to turn this off again. Put you back in the dark.
I told him, oh yeah, well I don't hear where on your feet.
Nah, fine. I'll let you have the light.
Oh, why'd you do that for? You're with them, aren't you? You're those space aliens! You think you got me right where you want? Will you just wait?
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
I think that was triggered improperly. I think he was meant to start ranting like that as soon as I turned the light off again. But I get it. I see what you were doing there. That's fine. Well, that doesn't look
The caller
sketchy
had
at
told
all.
me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Yeah, but I've seen other things.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deer Fest float. Now, folks...
What, by shooting them?
Every year. I know it's exciting, the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point
Yeah.
getting all worked up yet.
Up. Oh no, okay. I push it instead. Wow. That was dramatic. Oh. That's interesting. So's this.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife? Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
It appears so.
Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
I'm going to remember that's there, because I have a feeling I'm going to be using it to get away.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
What is going on?
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their actions, of course. I can assure you that my staff has been reprimanded.
Tor and Odin never caused any trouble to anyone when they were still living at their farm.
Indeed. All we can do is to slow down the progress of their dementia.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like
Not
to
really.
leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here.
All
My
right.
clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey, oh my!
Take it easy.
That's a great way to behave in a
Nobody
police
move.
station.
Get your hands off of my client. Who are you? I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
It was a bit out of the blue.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, no.
Wow, I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's
I come here to rent a
nice
cabin
girl
where I can
and,
wait till
more
midnight.
importantly, a fan.
Bucktooth Charlie, Colombian Mammoth. How do you know that was his name? What have we got here? Right.
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do
and
you
everything's
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong.
Barry, I
it's a
don't
good
like
story,
you.
Could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
I just want Barry to stop speaking. Not for any particular reason, I just don't like it when he says things.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey,
Doggo!
Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake
What's the
your
matter
hand,
with
but
Doggo?
mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Hell, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky.
Well, maybe I'll get the
Max
chance
is
to
still
shoot
groggy
some of
from
them.
the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
Yeah, I got that.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a
Oh,
kidnapper.
shut up. I don't want to listen to you.
Situations
I
always
don't
end up
like
in
you.
disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call.
No,
we talk
don't
about this
talk
later?
to him. Don't talk to him at all. I don't want to. Talk to him.
I think
He's
this
got
is
a
the form
doggo.
you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Yeah, it probably is.
If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that. Oh, and hey, if you take a walk in the woods, watch your steps so you don't end up like Max. I guess I'm a little
Yeah,
worried.
good
We got
point.
a bunch of campers out there we haven't heard from. It's not like these people are on a schedule, but with the traps, well, you know. I just don't want any trouble.
Yeah.
Right, thanks.
Yeah, that's a very good point, actually. I didn't even think of that.
You're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out? It's working.
I don't want to talk to you,
let's have a
Barry.
laugh
Go
on
away.
Barry.
Can I leave? I don't want Barry dialogue. Barry's a dick.
That's just crazy talk, Al.
Oh no.
Al? Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
Oh, God.
Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
He can't be my best friend.
Just be careful with the natives, Al.
No,
These
no,
yokels
stop
are
talking.
dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Now you're talking and sneezing. That's even more annoying. Whoa, where'd all my batteries go? One little head injury and I've lost everything. That sucks. Does that turn them off up there as well? Yes. Alrighty. I'm leaving Barry in the dark. Perhaps something will eat him. Fingers crossed, eh? What have we got? I wonder. Oh. I just... Nope.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort.
Are you still talking? Jesus.
Walk through the door now.
Oh. What's this?
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
No. Alan Wake's fine. I mean, it's not like he's talking nonsense and he's got a massive head injury, is it?
I
Probably
knew I should
nothing.
have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Excellent. I'm glad you're angry with Barry. It makes us on the same page. It makes everything much easier. There's not going to be a disconnect between your motivations and mine. What's going on in here?
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage. No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm going to check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges, too.
Well, that takes a different kind of constitution.
Oh, yeah. It's my kind of exercise.
Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning.
But you're not taking part in the fishing contest?
No, not this year. See, Pat, I'm just not that competitive anymore. Now I just like to take my time and enjoy the peace of it. It's no fun if I need to worry about what I'm catching, you know?
Well, considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy you feel that way.
Well, Pat, that's kind of you to say.
If the doctor's in such good shape, how come he takes a punch like someone who eats a lot of pies? He went down like a sack of spuds. That's great. That's not great. What have I done? What the fuck? What was that? Earthquake? I guess so. What can I hear? Nothing. They're spooking me. Everything's making sounds. No, gotta go around. No, gotta go around some more. No. This one's looking considerably more shitty. Hi. No light switch in this one. And yet the telly works.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But
Oh
some
good, I like
crimes are
these.
impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs.
The last one was good.
Tonight's episode. The Man in the Mirror.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Had it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took your kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows. Huh?
Punching.
Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face?
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
Oh, punched him into
That must
mash.
be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
How about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. The white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
No.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
That was disappointing. That one was rubbish. I liked the last one much better. Can I shoot it? That's what I think of that. That was a crap one. What the fuck is that? Oi! Shut up! Actually, no, so it was them. I thought maybe there was a radio nearby. Dear me. Oh, a phone. Do I need a phone? I've got a phone, haven't I? The walking trail. What's up here? Do not feed wildlife. Depending on the wildlife, I might feed it lead. Ooh. That'll do. Go on then. What's this about? Oi.
It's true what
Oh,
they say.
fuck off. What's
Rose
this
knew
about?
that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
Right, so Rose is already in a relationship. Despite chasing Alan, who is clearly not interested and finds her quite annoying and stupid. Well, that's super. That's great. Really it is. What's this?
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and
Poor
terror.
doggo.
He gasped. Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page.
No. At least Doggo was okay. But Rusty is the man with the doggo. Now I know. What?
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
What the fuck? What's going on?
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me!
What? What is this?
Anybody? Help me!
Why would Rusty be down here?
Help me!
Where is he?
Can you hear me? Anyone? Please help!
I can hear you, but I don't know where.
Hello?
Back here. I'm back
What?
here.
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found.
I know, Doggo, I know.
It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must. The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
I don't know what happened in that I went down the hill and I ended up at the same place. This is where I started. This was uphill. Nope. Nope. Don't worry, Doggo.
Good boy.
Don't worry. They'll be alright. Your master might not be alright, but you hopefully are fine. What's going on? What am I meant to do in here? First aid kit? I don't understand. Where am I going? What am I doing? Where am I taking this key?
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
Oh, I see. Okay. Got it. What's this then?
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
Yeah, we've done this, Alan. Light good. Monsters no likey. We don't need to cover that again. That's been pretty much established.
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty!
I don't fancy your chances, mate. This is the get attacked fog, this is. I recognise this. This is bullshit, this fog.
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
Is there a reason I want to do that? What does that achieve? Oh, doggo! I know, I'm coming. I'm coming. No! If they've killed doggo, I'm not going to be happy. What is that film? Is there another manuscript? It's one of these. There's one. I knew I'd missed one. There was a gap.
The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way. Felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I just need hunting licenses.
Aha. Where are you, Rust? Rusty, where are you? Where did you land? Oh.
Something
Doggo, no.
had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Is the mammoth gone? No, mammoth's still there. So it's not that.
Please don't feed the animals.
Oh, wow.
Fishing
That's going back.
Is only permitted
for those visitors who purchase a park
fishing
license.
That's going back to Chuck style. I like that.
Obey
the park ranger's instructions
at all times.
Rusty? Rusty, no!
Never.
No road closer than 100 yards.
Two bears and wolves. Never approach any other wildlife closer than 25 yards.
That's great news.
Never leave your
Wait, have I got that flare gun anymore? I have not.
It is
To remove any historical artifacts.
Right, remember that. Remember to use the flare gun as often as possible, because if you don't, it uses it up. Get to the end of a chapter, you lose everything. So, got a flare gun, use a flare gun. Am I even hitting him here? Can you die already? Thank you. More of you. Can you not? Before I was rudely interrupted by a bunch of bastards, what I was going to say is it looks like any of the high level taken are going to have that same voice that Chuck did. Which is great, because I really enjoy that. It's delivered wonderfully. If they're all going to turn into high energy psychopaths, that's going to make for entertaining enemies. Can I? Can I not? Oh well. Sure. Whatever. No, I checked there already. Uphill this time. I quite like that I went down the hill and ended up at the lodge at the top of the hill. I've just noticed there's lights over there, so it's probably that way that I'm meant to be going. Following the lights. Come on, Alan. Put your back into it. Bit of energy. Is it not this way? There's lights down there. Look. Lover's Peak. Yeah, this way. It's this way. How do I... Right. It's a bit counterintuitive. I get it. I get there in the end. How do we get this open? What do I do here? Oh, okay. I was overthinking that. Nice. Hello.
What?
Who is it?
What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Looked out the window and he saw Alan wandering around shooting people, and then when he called up about it he said, oh, don't worry about it, it's just me going crazy. What have we got now?
In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
Well, good news for Rose though. She's single now. So, all the more reason to go after Alan. So, hiking trail. Super. What's in here? Batteries and a revolver. Checkpoints are constant, aren't they?
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Yeah, it would be. So is that way? Oh, Moonshine Cave. Can I? Can I though? Oh, I can. Nice. What we got in here? Moonshine Cave, site of frequent bootlegger activity throughout the Prohibition, 1919 to 1933. Prohibition went on till nearly the war. That's a long time. Oh, a shotgun. I never used it last time. So, more batteries. That's great, but I wanted a flare gun. Is there a flare gun in there? Is that rust? Yeah, it's rust. Can you all fuck off? I have to say, so far, this game does atmospheric quite well. Lots of spookery. Can I go up there? I can. Is there any reason to? No. Another phone box. Hi. Hi, lads. Can I help you? Like, oh shit. The fuck? That was not very nice at all. Oh no, I have to go and get the shotgun again. I'm out of practice.
Was at the far end of the nature trail.
That was kind of embarrassing. They did me good. I was not prepared for that. Can you not, mate? Can you just run? Right, this time, shotgun. So those bastards are nasty. Instead of all spawning in the same place, one of them spawned behind me. I don't like that. That was not what I was expecting. Didn't expect to be flanked by enemies in this game. I know those ones on the bridge were doing it, but they started in front of me. Where's this? There he is. You bastards. Tell you what. No. God, they're tough. I dodged into it. That's brilliant. Okay, so Alan got hit in the head with a hammer, but that was funny. I like that. That was worth dying the first time just to see that. Nope. Don't want to. Don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. Where does this go?
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart too, knew a lot about what was going on in the town, knew a lot about Al, even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
Right. Wait, who was Barry again? Oh, yeah. Never mind. I forgot his name already. He was the annoying guy, wasn't he? Oh no. They're coming. Can I get up there? Can I run? It'd be nice if I could run. Thank you. Save it for an emergency. I just tried to look for a map. This isn't that kind of game. What the fuck? They keep throwing different enemy types at me. That's a new one. Fucking charging full. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, shit.